Maxwell's second equation of electromagnetism, also known as Gauss's law for magnetism, states that the magnetic flux through any closed surface is zero, contour integral s beta equals 0, where contour integral s represents the surface integral over a closed surface S, B is the magnetic field, and D is a differential element of the surface. In other words, this equation suggests that magnetic monopoles, single isolated magnetic charges, do not exist, as any magnetic field line that enters a closed surface must also exit it, with no beginning or end points. However, according to my studies, there is an issue with Gauss's law for magnetism. Here, we will see how a radio transmitter produces radio waves. This is a remote control for an RC car that consists of a radio transmitter. The radio frequency oscillator circuit produces an oscillating electric current at the resonant frequency of the circuit, which is determined by the design parameters of the circuit. This oscillating current produces a vibrating magnetic field around the coil. Since the coil is closed, when the oscillating electricity passes through it, it produces a closed loop of vibrating magnetic field, similar to the vibrating magnetic field lines produced by a primary or secondary coil of a transformer. Since the vibrating magnetic field here is a closed loop, it can only reach a very short distance through space. Now, when the oscillating current is fed to the antenna, which has one end open, it produces an open-looped vibrating magnetic field. This is the secret of radio waves. Since the vibrating magnetic field lines produced by an antenna are open-looped, they can travel through space a long distance. In fact, the open-looped vibrating magnetic lines produced by the antenna are what we detect as radio waves. In reality, the antenna of a radio transmitter acts as a magnetic wave radiator and can be theoretically considered a magnetic monopole. Therefore, a radio wave transmitter antenna does not follow Gauss's law for magnetism. The interesting part is that if radio waves are oscillating magnetic lines, then light is also vibrating magnetic lines. The only difference between them is their wavelengths. Researcher and author, Joseph George. You can buy my latest book from Amazon.com/author/Adam.